make a quick payment now, press 1.
No.
Let's keep going. Just FYI, your current plan is our 1 gigabyte plan, which expires August 1st. You have a credit balance of $0. Your next bill cycle starts on August 2nd, and you will need to pay $30 for your current rate plan before that time to keep your service active. Let's make this quick and easy. Your choices are payments and auto pay, press 1. To buy add-ons like data, international dialing, or mobile hotspots, press 2. For voicemail or to change account security. Sure, I'll get one of our best folks. Just a sec. Oh, and by the way, the lawyers wanted me to tell you that your call might be monitored.
This
or
is going to
recorded.
take forever. Well, I'll pause it until I get an answer.
Welcome to Cricket Nation. My name is Louis. How can I help you?
Yes, yesterday I spent an inordinate amount of time on the phone with the customer service representative. It is because my phone calls are going directly to my voicemail. Now, I use my phone like I need to use my phone, and I need to answer the phone when people call me. The nature of the business I do is that, well, if we can't get him, we're not going to waste any more minutes on this. We're going to call somebody else. So I don't have time to use my voicemail and then get back to somebody.
Correct. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and enter the account to see what's going on, okay?
Sure.
Allow me your phone. So, you told me that you called you previously called and you spent a lot of time trying to figure out what's going on with the voicemail because...
Well, actually, what they did is they gave me a code to punch into my phone. And that was supposed to increase the time that my phone rang to 30 seconds. It has not done this. Now, I haven't received any important calls that have gone directly to my answering machine, but last night I received over 24 harassing calls. And they went directly to my answering machine, and they're not supposed to. I've got a call blocker on my phone, which apparently isn't working now. Now, I don't know if this is a defective phone or not, but if we can't fix it today, you're going to have to correct the problem immediately. Because I don't have time for this anymore. You guys have been cheating me on data. I've been on the web and I found 1,500 people. And I expect to find more, and I'm going to class action sue you. My attorney says that it's a no-brainer. That this is going to that I am going to collect a considerable amount of money from you, and so are at least 1,500 other people.
All right.
Now, I will give you the number that I was told to punch in. I'm calling it up from my documents right now.
All right. Go for it.
Okay, now where the hell is that? Okay, here we go. Okie dokie. Let me find it now.
soon as you got it, just let me know, okay?
Yeah, I'm looking for it now. There's a lot of files here. I mean, I've got over 100 hours worth of phone calls with you people over the last year. Oh.
Good. I know you're looking for it, but I'm gonna be like every now and then refreshing just to make sure that the call is still going, okay?
Well, just a moment. I guess it didn't get saved. Okay. What we need to do. How am I supposed to fix this problem? I can't find the code that you gave me. It was asterisk asterisk 61. Then there was another asterisk, and it was a long code like that. You got a code like that actually works, because the one you gave me didn't, or the one your colleague gave me, it didn't.
Okay. Well, let's see. The code they give you was so that the ringtone time is extended to 30 seconds.
Well, actually, if you could make it longer, that would be good.
30 seconds would be the longest that the phones are capable of doing. So, let's see. I'm going to attempt to call your phone just to make sure of something, okay? If you hear it ring, well, you're calling me from the same phone I called, right?
Yes, I am. So, look, I have a call waiting. However, you want me to hang up?
No.
Well, the thing is, I want to hang up because I want to see if my phone's going to ring. And I also want to, I also want to see if it's going to go directly into my answering machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up. And then you're going to call me right back. And we're going to see what happens. Okay?
Now, before I do that, do you have any other phone that I could connect?
No, you can't. This is the phone that I'm worried about right now. And you know what? Who the hell buys two phones except if they're a drug dealer? Don't be silly. I don't have another phone you can call me on. I have this phone. It's a shitty phone. And it's a shitty phone because I got it from Cricket. All right? Now I expect your call back in an instant. Okay? Don't disappoint me. Please.
Now,
Don't.
I cannot get communicated with you. How could I get in contact?
You call me on the goddamn phone! Jesus fuck. Well. He's not going to call me back. He's not interested. It shouldn't take more than a minute. I'll wait 2. So this is the second phone, and you know, I hung up on this guy. I said, "Call me on the phone." Hung up.
Quick payment now. Press 1.
No, I don't want to pay you. You aren't doing anything for me.
Let's keep going. Just FYI, your current plan is our 1 gigabyte plan, which expires August 1st. You have a credit balance of $0. Your next bill cycle starts on August 2nd, and you will need to pay $30 for your current rate plan before that time to keep your service active. Let's make this quick and easy. Your choices are payments and auto pay. Press 1. To buy add-ons like data, international dialing, or mobile hotspots, press 2. For voicemail or to change accounts. Sure, I'll get one of our best folks. Just a sec. Oh, and by the way, the lawyers wanted me to tell you that your call might be monitored or recorded.
Well, I'm going to pause it because you don't need to listen to this.
My name is Fernando, and tell me, what can I do for you today?
Well, first of all, I'm under the impression that when a customer service representative is supposed to call you back, that they do it. Now, I'm having this problem, and for every problem I've had, Cricket has refused to deal with it. They refuse. And when a customer calls you up and you repeatedly hang up on them, and you know, I paid my money, and I don't like it when my speed test that I got in my phone is telling me that in spite of the fact that my contract calls for me to get a minimum of 128 kilobytes per second. That means that you are not allowed to give me less than half a kilobyte per second.
Okay,
Now, wait a minute. There's more. Right now, I've got my phone calls going directly into my answering machine. I don't know why this is happening. I didn't set it up that way. Apparently it came set up that way from Cricket. But the thing is, it didn't used to work that way. And I don't like having a phone that likes to change its settings on its own. Now, how do I get this phone to not put my phone calls directly into my answering machine?
Okay, may you please provide me your telephone number? Okay, thank you. Now, may you please provide me your PIN number? 028. Okay, thank you very much. Now we are on your account. And now just let me know, when did the issue start?
It started a few days ago.
Okay. May you please allow me one moment?
Sure.
Thank you.
Now, this should have been an easy problem to fix. It's really a no-brainer. This would be the second defective phone that I've received from Cricket. Now, what I've discovered is that cell phone companies will ask you for your phone back on warranty. They will insist it have no outside blemishes. They will then take the phone that doesn't work and they'll put it back in their warehouse and they'll send it to some other sucker. Now, I have talked to LG about this situation and to ZTE, because I expect that this will happen with my ZTE phone. They don't like that. These phones cannot be fixed. They are sealed. Once they are put together, that's it. If there's a flaw in them, the phone gets shredded. And these cell phone companies know that. Yet, you send them back a phone that doesn't work for you, and within just a few days, somebody else will have that phone. Because that's happened to me twice. And after checking it out, I found that, oh yeah, I was sent a phone that was refurbished. You can't refurbish a phone. When you're talking to a customer service representative from any phone company, they have a line that they are going to give you. And that line includes them being trained to tell you anything that they think you need to know to get you to persuade to give them your credit card numbers. That is their goal. Their goal is not to inform you of the truth. Their goal is to get your money. Well, I'm going to pause this so you people don't have to sit through the silence. So if you want to get involved in a class action suit against Cricket, T-Mobile, iWireless, Verizon, or any other of a number of companies, contact me at JJS Sweet Flags. That's JJSSWEET FLAGS @yahoo.com. And you can get connected for the benefits. This will cost you nothing. Are you there? Are we about ready to proceed?
Okay, yes. Let me tell you that I've been checking right here, and I can see that yesterday you called us for the same inconvenience. So now, just let me know. Do you remember if someone provided you a code?
Yeah, they did. I put it into my computer, and for some reason I can't call it up. Now, if you want, I'll take the code again. Now, I'm kind of curious about how this is supposed to work, because they just told me to punch in the code and then my phone went dead. Is that how it works?
And do you already have the code with you?
No, you're going to give it to me again.
Okay. Just one moment.
Well, actually, by the clock, I have just earned another $500 from these guys. That's what I get when I play in a recording studio. And because of the way this federal suit works, I get to drill Cricket for the amount of time I've spent, because my time's worth $500 an hour. So far, I've got well over 100 hours of argument with these people, because dealing with them is an argument.
Okay, Dave, are you ready for the code that I am going to give you? The one that you need to put on your phone?
Yes, now this is case sensitive.
Well, in this case, yes, do you have a paper and a pencil right there for you?
Excuse
to write
me.
it down?
Please answer the question. Is this code case sensitive?
No, in this case, I need to provide you the code.
Yeah, I know, but wait. If there's a capital letter in the code, do I have to use a capital letter? That's what I'm saying. Is this case sensitive?
No, but in this case, we cannot send you the code.
Excuse me?
We cannot send you the code
Why?
like that.
Why?
Yeah. Because no. I don't know if you had a paper and a pencil right there.
I have my computer. I have a document facsimile set up in front of me. I am going to type the code into my computer onto the document. If a letter in it is a capital letter, if the code is case sensitive, I'm going to have to type that capital letter. Is this code case sensitive?
So these ones are just numbers and some symbols.
Yeah. Are they capital letters?
No.
Well, yesterday I was told different. Yesterday I was given a code which had asterisks and capital letters. And I was told that the code was case sensitive. Now, you seem to be telling me it doesn't matter. Apparently, you don't want me to be able to pick up a call. You don't want me to be able to directly connect to a client. You want my client to be transferred into my answering machine, and in the time it takes for me to know that I have a voicemail, and in the time it takes for me to get the number off the voicemail and get the guy back, he will have hired someone else. So what you're doing is you're losing me work. Now, in another fashion, you lost me approximately $1,200 worth of work during the last 3 months. I'm going to sue you for that too.
Okay, yes. The code that I am going to give you is for you to have more rings on your phone.
Yes, now just a moment. Just a moment before you go on.
Uh-huh.
Are you seeing any capital letters in that code?
I know.
They're all small case. This is all small case?
These ones are just numbers and symbols. Yes.
Numbers and symbols. Okay. There's no letters in it?
No. There are no.
So yesterday, I was given an invalid code. Perfect. All right. Give me the code.
Okay, first you have to put start, the symbol.
Oh, an asterisk?
The start. But this is the symbol, not letters.
Okay, I've got one asterisk.
Okay, put two start, please.
Look, I have one asterisk. What is the next symbol or number after that asterisk?
After the first one, there is another one, which is the same one.
Okay, so there's 2 asterisks. Okay.
Yes. And then 1,
6, 1.
and then another start,
Uh-huh.
and then the symbol plus,
Okay.
and then 1, 8, 1,
1, 8, 1.
and then 3, 3, 8,
3, 3, 8.
and then 2, 3, 3,
2, 3, 3.
and then 4, 6.
4, 6.
Yes.
Okay.
And then start.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
And then 25.
Okay.
And then pound.
Pound. Okay, let me find it. Oh man, I'm telling you. The pound sign. It's criminally. Pound.
And after that, you need to hit send. You
Just
need to do it on your phone.
yeah, I know, but I'm copying it down right now and I'm trying to find the pound sign. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, I got pound. Now what?
Yeah, now you need to hit send.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch this into my phone. I punch this into my phone right now without disconnecting from you.
Well, actually, what you can do in that case, I am going to give you some instructions. You told me that you have typed the number. You have typed the number on your computer, right?
Yes, so I'm ready to type it into my phone.
Yeah, correct. You need to type it on your phone.
Right now?
After that, yeah, if you just have one phone, then you need to do it after this call. Because right now, this is not going to allow you to do it. Because you are...
Okay, wait a minute. So what I do is I hang up the phone, we disconnect, and then instead of dialing the customer service number, I punch this code in.
Yes, you need to put the code that I gave you, and you need to hit send. After that, when you have already done that, you need to turn your phone off for in about 2 minutes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch into, we're going to be disconnected. I'm going to hang up the phone, then I'm going to punch in asterisk, asterisk, 61 asterisk, plus 18133823346 asterisk 1125 pound. And then I turn my phone off.
Okay, but let me tell you that you got an error. Because this is, I am going to read it back to you. This is start 61 start plus 18133823346 and then start 11 start.
Oh, wait a minute. 1 and then wait a minute. After the 11, before the 2, there's another asterisk.
Yes, before the 2, you need to put another start.
Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. This takes me some time. Shoot. Okay, and asterisks. Okay, I've got 11 asterisks, 25, and the pound sign.
Correct. And after that, you are going to hit send.
Okay, so I've got asterisk, asterisk, 61 asterisks, plus 18133823346 asterisk 11 asterisk 25 pound.
Yes, correct.
And then I punch send, and then I turn my phone off for a couple of minutes.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then this problem will be over.
Correct.
Okay, now when I dial this code into my phone, I'm not going to be hearing that we can't connect you with that number, am I? Because I will be extremely pissed off. If I have spent 45 minutes on the phone trying to do something which I shouldn't even have to do at all. I should not even have to do that at all. I shouldn't be doing your work. I should not be disconnected from my texting because you only want to give me half of a kilobyte per second. You know, you can't do anything with half of a kilobyte. But you know, you can get into the web and you can get on any website you want with 128 kilobytes per second. I'm also noticing that when I call customer service, I get all the bars on my phone. Total signal. But when I'm calling somebody who lives 2 blocks away from me, I don't even get 1 bar. That is something that you have done through your remote computer. That is a manual adjustment. You have blocked me down past what your terms and conditions say you're obligated to give me. That's why you're being sued. And this has continued month after month after month. That minimum allotment of kilobyte usage, of kilobyte speed, of data speed, doesn't have anything to do with whether I have a gigabyte of high speed left. What that clause in your contract says is that after my gigabyte of high speed is gone, then you're obligated to give me a minimum of 128 kilobytes per second. Period. You are not to give me 1/2 of a kilobyte so that I lose work. You are not supposed to give me 1/2 of a kilobyte so that I can send somebody my picture because, you know, they want to see what I look like before they have me play in their supper club. They don't want somebody going in there who looks like a bum off the Bowery to play music for somebody. They want somebody who looks like the rest of their clientele. So this is something I need to do for my business. And so far, you people have lost me $1,200 worth of work because you wouldn't let me send a picture. You're not allowed to not let me send a picture by SMS. Now, I hope we've gotten this straightened out, because if we don't, I'm going to be very, very angry. And you know, I don't like to be angry when I make phone calls because I don't like my language restricted. Okay? Now, if you want to tell me that my speaking directly from my heart to you is not professional, well, that's tough, because I'm not a professional. I'm a customer. The customer is supposed to be always right. And I know I'm right because I've got a federal attorney who has read your terms and conditions. And if AT&T cannot provide me with 128 kilobytes of minimal speed, well, there's just something wrong here. And if and I am like less than 2 miles away from your tower in a house that is made out of wood, not stainless steel or any kind of thing that is opaque to microwave emissions. So there isn't any reason why there is no reason why I've got 5 bars on my phone right now while talking to you. But if I want to call somebody who's a block or 3 away, I don't have any signal. My calls are always getting dropped because of this, and that is your fault. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to tell A&T to stop cheating me. Because the longer this goes on, and the longer I document it, and believe me, I document this crap every day. Right now, we're on the phone. And right now, I'm on the phone in front of my webcam. And right now, I've got my speaker phone on. So this call has been recorded. And it's legal to record this call because when I am told by your answering machine that the lawyers wanted me to tell you this call could be recorded, that means I have no expectation of privacy. And according to the law, if I don't have an expectation of privacy, neither does Cricket. And that means I can record you with not having to tell you I'm recording you. Now I'm recording you and telling you that I'm recording you because if you want to make an ass out of yourself, that is all on you. Thanks for your time, and I really hope this code works today, because if it doesn't, I'll just have to tell a judge and a federal jury that you people have been blowing smoke up my skirt for over a year. And you're not allowed to blow smoke up my skirt, regardless of what your supervisor tells you you can do. Have a nice day. This is Dmitry Ivanovich with the Naked Truth. Plus 1. No. 181. 338. 233. 233. 4646. 11 asterisk 25 pound send. Well, invalid code. Invalid code.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Let's get started. Oprime el 2 para español. If you'd like to make a quick payment now, press 1. Let's keep going. Just FYI, your current plan is our 1 gigabyte plan, which expires August 1st. You have a credit balance of $0. Your next bill cycle starts on August 2nd, and you will need to pay $30 for your current rate plan before that time to keep your service active. Let's make this quick and easy. Your choices are payments and auto pay. Press 1. To buy add-ons like data, international dialing, or mobile hotspots, press 2. For voicemail or to change account security PIN, press 3. For warranty and insurance claims for your device, press 4. So what'll it be? Sure. I'll get one of our best folks. Just a sec. Oh, and by the way, the lawyers wanted me to tell you that your call might be monitored or recorded.
Mary. How may I help you today?
Hello, Mary. I am going to give you my telephone number and my PIN number first. And after I give it to you,
The phone number.
after I give you my account information, I don't want that repeated again. Okay? So let's get this straight right now.
Sure.
Good.
And can we help?
Yeah, well, the thing is, my phone calls are going directly into my answering machine. And because of the nature of my business, my clients can't take that much time. If they can't get me on the first call, they are going to hire somebody else. This is losing me work.
Alright, and I'm really sorry to hear that, but sure, okay, I will help you with it.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, this is the third time somebody was going to help me with it. So, please pay attention. Let me get this thing up. Okay, and we want to get documents. Now, I'm looking for the cricket ring code.
Okay, if your calls are going straight to the voicemail.
Okay, now the last code I got from you guys to increase the number of rings that I'm going to get was asterisk asterisk 61 asterisk plus 181 338 233 46 asterisk 11 asterisk 25 pound sign. Okay, I sent that code, and I have been told that that's an invalid code. That would be the second invalid code that I've gotten from you. So far, I have spent in what's going to happen. You know, so far the court is going to consider that I have used up $500 worth of my time to be trying to get this task accomplished. And so far, since I have had tenure with your company, I have spent over 100 hours on the phone with you. That translates to $500 an hour. So do the math. You already owe me a lot of money, and I'm going to collect it, by God. And 1,500 other people who want to file a class action suit against you are also going to collect monies for their time wasted. So, you want to give me a proper code?
Yes, the proper code here is the **61 plus sign.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're telling me **61 and then a plus?
No, I'm sorry. It's 6. Let me just repeat. **61 plus sign 181 338 233 46 *11 30 pound.
30 pound?
Yes.
Okay, so I got 1 and then a star and then 30 pound.
Yes.
Just a moment. Let me change that. 30 pound. Okay, so what I've got is **61 plus 181 338 233 46 11 30 pound.
That is correct.
Okay. Now, I don't want to have to call back a fifth time. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna give it up for today. But I better not lose any work tonight. I better not have one more phone call go directly to my answering machine. Because if it does, that just goes to show you that I have now received 3 invalid codes. Now the difference between the invalid code you gave me yesterday and the invalid code I just tried to use is that yesterday I was not told that it was an invalid code. Today I'm being told it's an invalid code. Apparently there's something wrong with your system. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I'm less than 2 miles away from your tower, and that when I call Cricket, I have all my signal bars are lighted up. I couldn't have any more signal. But when I called a friend of mine who lives 2 blocks away, I have no bars. None. And that's because you're only giving me 1/2 of a kilobyte of data speed. You're not supposed to give me 1/2 of a kilobyte of data speed. What you have to do is go into your remote computer and chalk me up for the 120 kilobytes of data speed I'm supposed to have per second when I'm out of high-speed data. And so far, you've been cheating me on my ability to text or do anything with my phone, including having a conversation with a friend who's only a few blocks away. So you're going to have to fix this internally. And if you don't do it, by the time me and at least 1,500 other people show up to court, you're going to be fucked. Have a nice day. Well, let's try again. Star 6 1 plus. No, that didn't work again. Plus 181 338 338 233 233 46 plus 46 plus 1. No, it's 46 asterisk. Fuck. Asterisk 1130 pound. Well, this is invalid also. This is invalid also. Well, I'm a liar. I'm calling him back.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Let's get started. Oprime el 2 para español. If you'd like to make a quick payment now, press 1.
No, I'm going to leave this up.
Let's keep going. Just FYI, your current plan is our 1 gigabyte plan, which expires August 1st. You have a credit balance of $0. Your next bill cycle starts on August 2nd, and you will need to pay $30 for your current rate plan before that time to keep your service active. Let's make this quick and easy. Your choices are payments and auto pay, press 1. To buy add-ons like data, internet. For all payment stuff, press 1. To hear about features, press 2. For voicemail or to change account. One last try. For payments and auto pay, press 1. To buy data, international dialing, or mobile hotspot packages, press 2. For voicemail help or to change your PIN, press 3. For warranty or insurance info, press 4. Sure, I'll get one of our best folks. Just a sec. Oh, and by the way, the lawyers wanted me to tell you that your call might be monitored or recorded.
And at that point in time, you can turn on your tape recorder when they tell you that. Tape recorder, video recorder, sound recorder, whatever. They don't use tape anymore. I'm just too old school for my own good. Well, this will go on for a few minutes. See you soon.
Thank you so much for calling Cricket. My name is Daniel. Tell me, how can I help you?
Well, I'm going to need to talk to a supervisor because
What? Okay.
I'm about to tell you why. If you interrupt me, we're going to have a lack of communication. And if we have a communication breakdown, you know, I'm not playing in a band at this moment. I don't plan on singing the song Communication Breakdown. Now, so let me explain. I have received a year of crappy service. As a matter of fact, I have received a year of fraud from Cricket. I have 1,500 people lined up and we're waiting to class action sue you. But I've got 3 years to file that suit. So I'm going to see how many people I can collect to class action sue you before I pay the money to file it.
Okay.
So right now you're on borrowed time. And my time is worth $500 an hour. Because I play in recording studios and us musicians have lots of disposable cash. Now, according to the rules of engagement, I can sue you for all of the time that I can document that I've spent on the phone with you. Because I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm just supposed to receive service. I am not a secretary. I am not a technician. Now, what's happening now has deprived me of work. You see, people who want entertainers, sometimes they get caught short. And I'm the kind of guy who can play with whatever band is playing. And I have a list of clients because they know that if somebody in somebody's band got so stoned or is sick and they can't show up to play, they can get me at a moment's notice. Now, if this should happen on the day of the gig, time is of the essence. So they don't have time to go into my answering machine and leave me a message. And they don't have time to wait for me to notice that I've gotten a voicemail, which generally takes about 10 minutes to get to me. I don't know why. It shouldn't. You are the only phone company outside of iWireless, who, by the way, is also being sued. iWireless, T-Mobile, almost every company that I've had who has connections to AT&T, who I previously sued because they screwed me out of almost $20,000 when I moved into a home in Rock Island many, many years ago. And they told me that they would sell me long distance time at 8 cents a minute. However, as soon as I got off the phone with them and worked that deal, they gave my account for that long distance to one of their subsidiary companies, such as you are. And that subsidiary company started to charge me $4 a minute, and I didn't find out about that for nearly 20 years. Because I thought I was just getting charged at 8 cents a minute. And my agent was handling all my phone calls and expenses for my house. I didn't have to worry about anything besides getting up, picking up a guitar case, and going out to play. So I didn't know. I didn't even know how much my agent was paying AT&T. They just thought it was business as usual. So they didn't tell me that my long distance bill was like thousands of dollars a month. But I got that back from AT&T because that was a fraudulent agreement. Now, in your terms and conditions, specifically state that when I run out of my gig of high speed, you can only throttle me back to 128 kilobytes per second, not 1/2 of a kilobyte per second. And I can prove that because I do a speed check on my phone every day. Today, I'm getting 1/2 a kilobyte per second. An odd thing about this is when I try to call somebody who lives, like say, across the street, I don't have any signal bars on my phone. That's something that's set up by a remote computer. And your remote computer will do that to me, lower my signal, if my data speed is lowered past what you can legally throttle it back to. And that legal determination is stated in your own terms and conditions, which you have violated for over a year. Now, I have spent over an hour. Yesterday, I received an invalid code to increase my ring time so that I can pick up my phone before it goes to the answering machine. I've received 3 invalid codes. That's why I want to talk to a supervisor right now. So please connect me.
Don't worry. I understand how important it is for you. Wait one moment. Just your name, please, because my soup has to know your name.
I'm Johnny. Now, I might want to put this effusion online tonight too, if I get a 4th invalid code. That's why I want it from the supervisor. Now, if I can't transfer this code by my phone, that means that you're going to have to get me back up to 128 kilobytes per second so that I can use my phone. Now, I'm waiting to talk to the supervisor, and I would like you to instruct the supervisor that she is not supposed to, unless she is to warn me. If she wants to tell me my phone number and tell me my PIN number, she's going to have to he or she is going to have to tell me that they're doing that so I can pause the video I'm making of this phone call. All right?
Okay, Mr. Jeff, allow me 1 minute, okay? You are going to start with the soup, okay?
Really, and I don't want to wait a half an hour. This has gone on for a year. I've already waited a year. So I don't want to hear, oh, well, our supervisor's busy.
Okay.
And then they'll tell me the supervisor will call me back. Well, generally, the supervisor doesn't. Generally, the supervisor doesn't call me back. Right now, my video that I've been making of the last 3 calls that I've made that have been useless, and this call, I am up to 1 hour and 18 seconds. 18 seconds ago, you owed me another $500. That's how much this is costing you to be blowing smoke up my skirt all day. Don't continue to do it.
Okay, so Mr. Jeff, in this moment, you are going to talk not with the supervisor, you are going to talk with the manager, okay?
Just connect me.
Okay, allow me 1 minute.
Your minute is up.
Thank you so much for calling, sir. This is Moses, supervisor on duty. What can I do for you today?
My telephone calls are going directly into my answering machine. This is causing me to lose work. Now, I have received, I received one invalid code yesterday. I'm supposed to punch a code into my phone, and then I'm supposed to hang up for 2 minutes. There's no reason to hang up when after I punch the code you give me into my phone, it tells me it's an invalid code. So far, I've received 3 invalid codes from a customer service. That's why I'm talking to you.
Sure, sir. Basically,
Now listen. Your agency is doing something that I can sue you for. My attorney tells me so. Your terms and conditions specifically state that when I run out of my gigabyte of high speed, and I only bought 1 gigabyte because you people like to cheat people on their data. I used to have the most expensive account a person could have. But when I found that my hotspot data was being shared with other functions that it's not supposed to be shared with, I decided that that was just too much of a rip-off. And now you're ripping me off for the basic data speed I'm supposed to have, and I'm losing work. And apparently you have lowered my data speed so much, except in certain cases. You know, when I call customer service, I have all of the signal bars you can have. Every one of them. All lights up. But when I try to call somebody who lives across the street, I don't have any bars. And that's because you're giving me less than 128 kilobytes per second. You're not supposed to do that. And the only way that can be adjusted is for somebody to go into your remote computer and fix it. So you're going to put this on a trouble ticket right now. Because I found that I have to request a trouble ticket when I tell you that we're having trouble. Then I got to babysit you while you set the trouble ticket up. And then I found out in 3 instances where I have spent over 15 minutes for a supervisor to tell me that they've made a trouble ticket. I then find out 3 days later that no trouble ticket was ever made out.
Correct, sir. I completely understand the situation.
Well, here's something you won't understand. The last time I tried to file a trouble ticket, I was told that I was restricted from doing that. I had better not be restricted today.
Correct, sir.
My attorney is dancing in his pants right now because AT&T is a deep pocket defendant. And I have tried my best to be as professional as I can be. But you know, when you get hung up on repeatedly, and I know I get hung up on by customer service because they don't call me back. I had one customer service representative tell me, oh, well, when the call is dropped, we're required to call you back. Apparently not. Apparently, you're not even required to file a trouble ticket when you're telling me that you're busy doing it. Please hang on. Now, what is the code that I'm supposed to punch in to my phone to make my phone ring for 30 seconds before it goes into my answering machine?
Sure, sir, and I have it here. I completely understand, sir, that they provided the wrong one.
Well, good. Give me a good. Read the code for me.
Yeah, it is a start 61 start plus 18133823 start 25 start pound.
Well, that'd be. Oh, wait a minute, dude. Just a moment. Just 1 second here. You have just given me a different code. So let me copy that down again. We've got star 61. Wait a minute. 61 star. No, that's not right. I should have learned how to type. I became a journalist and I never learned how to type. 61. Just a minute. Look, I'm trying to do 3 things at once. I'm very aggravated. Okay? Because I can see that I've gotten 3 calls so far, but I can't answer my calls. But I've got 3 voicemails waiting for me. But I can't answer my voicemail even. And you know why? Because I've spent over an hour on the phone trying to get a valid code. And I don't even know if that valid code will work because you guys got me throttled down to 1/2 of a kilobyte per second. Okay, so far for the code you're giving me, I have I've got star 61 star. What's the next what's the next symbol?
It will be, I will say a word. Start 61 start symbol plus.
Okay, just a minute. I told you I couldn't type. Okay? So I got to look for the symbol and then punch it in. So if you give me more than one at a time, things are going to get balled up. Now, so far I've got star 61 star. Now you want me to put in a plus, right? Okay. I've got plus. Then it's 1 just a minute. Then it's 1 8 1 3 3 8 3 3 8 2 3 2 3 3 2 3 3 4 6 star 4 6 star. Okay, that's 4 6 star 1 1 4 6 star and then what? 25. Hello?
Yes, sir. I can see it right now, but that's the wrong one, okay? I have the right one for you.
Oh, that was the wrong one. That was the one. Those were the numbers you just read me. Let's try to get it right this time. Okay? Okay. Good. We'll start over again. Go very slowly.
Sure, sure. It will be the start 6-1, start lost
Oh,
1-8 1-3 3-8 2-3 3-4-6 start 2-5 start pound.
okay. Just a minute. Okay, there it is. Okay, so far I've got for this number **61* plus 18133823346 *25
That's correct, sir. That's the right one.
Okay, so now apparently all I'm supposed to have to do is to hang up with you and then get into my phone, and instead of punching a number, I punch this code. And if I receive an invalid code from this, if I get some kind of an error, that amounts, and I've already checked this out with Geek Squad, who know about these things, and also with one of the witnesses, who, by the way, is from a cell phone company who is like not affiliated with AT&T, and he's an expert that my attorney contacted, and he's telling me today that if I can't punch in a code you're giving me, there's only two reasons. It's either an invalid code, or it's because my data speed is so slow that this number will not go into the system.
Correct, sir.
That's right. That's correct. And you know what? Just a minute. You know what? That 128 kilobytes is necessary for this code to go into the system. So if you're not going to give me the right kind of speed, which means you're cheating me, because according to your terms and conditions, and I can read them, I understood them, and my attorney understands them exactly the way I do. That you guys cannot cut my data speed down below 128 kilobytes per second. However, I've done 3 speed checks today on my telephone. I have an app in my phone which will do a speed check. I also did a speed check on Geek Squad with my phone. That cost me a little extra money because I don't have a phone account with them. And I'm from a third-party company that's on the net. So 3 people are telling me that I'm getting less than 1 kilobyte per second from you guys right now. That is not allowed. That's why I'm going to sue you. That is one of the primary reasons I'm going to sue you, but it's not the only one. There are 15 reasons why I'm suing you. They are all valid reasons. Now, I don't know, but I do know that if this code doesn't punch in, that you've either been blowing smoke up my skirt, or that you're cheating me on my speed. Either way, I don't like being lied to. Now, so far, this is the 4th code that I've gotten. And if it doesn't work this time, then I'm going to know that my data speed is too slow to use my phone. to even just use my phone. We're not talking about texting. We're talking about dialing a code into my phone company so it corrects a problem that is costing me money. All right? So, now did you fill out that trouble ticket yet?
Yes, or like I said before, right now, can you please try to use the code?
No. There are still other problems that are happening with this phone. There is still a trouble ticket that needs to be filed. So we're going to complete this now. And then I'm going to try your code.
Because right now, sir, as you know, the plan you have is for $30, right? You're paying $30 per month, and also you're under $1 per day. Basically, on that plan, the only thing that you get is 1 gig.
No. Basically, what you get is 1 gig of high speed, which is 3 megabytes per second. That's what your contract says. I get 3 megabytes per second. When I'm out of 3 megabytes per second, that means you can only throttle me back to 128 kilobytes per second. That's your terms and conditions. And you know what? When I quoted you to that before, you agreed with me. But now, so what? You're going to try to be like Mr. Trump? I've been hearing about this kind of crap on the news way too long. I can't even watch YouTube. It's all over YouTube. You can't turn on a TV because Trump lies to everybody. You're not lying to me, honey. No way. I'm not going to take it. You are my employee. I pay you. So don't try to play fast and loose with semantic expressions. According to your terms and conditions, I'm supposed to get 128 kilobytes per second. That's what this trouble ticket is about.
You're getting per second, sir. As you know, you have 1 gig per month. It is used 1 gig per month.
No. That's 1 gig of high speed. Hey. That's 1 gig of high speed. I've got a federal attorney who's doing this. He went to school. He went to college. That's 4 years. Then he went to law school. That's another 4 years. Then he was in a prosecutor's office forever. Then he went he went into private practice as a federal attorney. The guy almost makes what I make per hour when I play the guitar. And you're going to pay my legal too. You're going to pay that. So you're going to write out a trouble ticket because you're going to reset your remote computer to give me the minimum speed I'm supposed to get, which is 128 kilobytes per second. And that applies after I am out of my 3 megabytes per second on my high speed 1 gigabyte. When my gigabyte is gone, you can't cut me off the line entirely. A half of a kilobyte of speed cuts you off of your phone service. And I can prove that because you're telling me you're giving me a valid code. But it won't go into your system because my speed is 1/2 of a kilobyte per second.
Correct. And like you said before, sir, you're totally right.
Are you doing that trouble ticket? Are you doing that trouble ticket? Are you doing the trouble ticket? Are you doing the trouble ticket? Are you doing the trouble ticket?
There's an option to do it, sir, honestly. All the time when you're looking for more data, we have plans for $40.
No, you cheat me. Hey, I've got records. See, he won't shut the hell up. This guy won't shut up, and he's not going to listen. And he's insisting, no, we can break our own rules. We have told you. Look, according to your terms and conditions, when I run out of high-speed data, at 3 megabytes per second. When I am out of that, you can only throttle me back to 128 kilobytes per second. Because less than that won't work with your system. You can't even use your phone.
Yes, but right now, so like I said before, you have it on the phone. But right now, the thing is that when you try to use the data, you already used the 1 gig you have.
No. No, look, see what they're doing? Look, no.
We don't have any option to complete any other processor.
Bullshit. Yeah, look, your terms, I have up on my computer right now. I have your terms and conditions right in front of me. I've got your terms and conditions right. No, you're lying. You're lying. In writing, in English. This is not in Filipino or Indo-Chinese. This terms and conditions I'm looking at right now. That's right. And that specifies, hey, see, he doesn't... Did you love your mother? Did you love your mother? Didn't your mother tell you not to interrupt people?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. No, what do you mean you don't have the option to file a trouble ticket?
Yeah, because right now, so we're talking about it, and also we can talk about our 2 hours here. But what I'm trying to say is...
No, what you're trying to say is now I'm in your system. And what you're going to do is you're going to ignore your own terms and conditions. This says to me, look, I'm reading something that says to me in plain English that there are 2 values here we're looking at, and they're separate. They are separate. That when I have a gigabyte of high speed, that runs at 3 megabytes per second until I've used up a kilobyte. And then after I've used up that kilobyte, your system is no, see, he's interrupting me again, people.
I will give you a solution, sir.
I have a solution. Shut the hell up and listen. You know, I was almost done with what I was going to say. Now I got to start over again. According to your terms and conditions, there are 2 values here we're looking at. One is high-speed data. I get a gigabyte of that. And I get a gigabyte of that, and that high-speed data is supposed to run at 3 megabytes per second. By the way, I've never gotten 3 megabytes per second. Never gotten that many. I know because I run speed checks. So, you're cheating me on my high-speed data off of my gigabyte. You're cheating me on that because you're not giving me 3 megabytes per second. Then, after that gigabyte is gone, in plain English, not in Indo-Chinese or in Filipino or in Latin, but in simple English, this document tells me and my attorney that the minimum speed that I am supposed to get from you is 128 kilobytes per second. That's the minimum speed you can legally give me according to the contract I am under. Now, and whether or not you want to play a semantic game and say, but Mr. Soberoff, you pay for month to month. You don't have a contract. Oh, yes, I do, because I gave you my money on the 1st. And when I gave you my money on the 1st, that is a guarantee that you will provide me with a minimum of 128 kilobytes per second, or my attorney is going to want to know why in federal court. Now, by the time it gets to federal court, with all of the videos that I've made, you know, and this movie is over an hour long now. When I go into the 2nd hour, I automatically get another $500. That's how I play when I'm in studios. That's how I get paid for my time. So far, your company has used up $1,000 of your money in my time. And right now, you have spent over 10 minutes violating your own terms and conditions, which state plainly that when my gigabyte of high speed is gone, I can only be throttled back to a minimum of 128 kilobytes per second, and that's why we're filing this trouble ticket today. And I don't want any more bullshit. Just file the ticket, and I'll talk to the technician. Hopefully the technician will call me during the business day. Because you know what? I'm told, well, the technician can take up to 3 days to get back to you. If I have to, I will camp out in my attorney's office, and we will both wait for that call.
Okay, Eric, I completely understand that situation.
Good, file the ticket. Good, file the ticket. I'm going to need to talk to a technician. My attorney is going to need to talk to a technician. Right now, I am doing my best to mitigate this lawsuit. I am trying to mitigate this. Mitigation means that I call you up with a valid complaint and you do something about it. For a year, you've refused to do that. For a year, you've refused to honor your terms and conditions. And I have used up over 100 hours worth of time trying to mitigate a lawsuit, trying to not have to go into court with you. Write the ticket up.
Yes, sir. Like I said before, you have all data, and also you can use it without any convenience for your 30 days of service. But right now, sir, you have that high-speed data per month. Imagine this, sir. You already pay on the first, and you already use the data. You already use it.
No, I used my high-speed data. I used my high-speed data. That's what I used up. Now, when my high-speed data is gone, according to your terms and conditions, your remote computer it has to be instructed to not lower my speed down to 1/2 of a kilobyte per second.
Yes, sir, but what I'm trying to say right now...
What I'm trying to say is, hey, look, I'm not trying to say this. You don't understand English. I think right now you're just babbling. You're just babbling right now. You're just babbling.
Like I said before, there's an option to do it, okay?
Yeah, there is. You file a trouble ticket. Hey, I've done this before. I've done this before. Look at my file. Hey, look at my file. Are you looking at my file? Are you looking at my file? He's not going to shut up. Look at him. Listen to him. I'm telling you, people, if you do business with Cricket, you're going to get fucked. These people are only on the line to fuck with you, to take your money and fuck with you. That's what they want to do.
Sir, do you have any other question about your Cricket service?
Yeah, I do. Are you looking at my file?
Any other question?
Are you looking at my file now?
I can see it right now, sir, but the thing is...
Are you looking at my... Hey, I don't know what you can see. You haven't answered the question. Are you looking at my file?
I can see it now, sir.
Okay, go to the beginning. Go to the beginning. Hey, go to the beginning of my file. And... Oh, see? It's incredible. It's fucking incredible. Absolutely, tremendously fucking incredible. Well, oh, they turned my phone off. Well, maybe, I didn't have it connected to the wall. Maybe it ran out of juice. It must have. They keep you on the phone for so long that you don't even have the battery power to do it. Oh yeah, I'm out of battery power. According to Cricket's terms and conditions, they're not allowed to mix what you use on your hotspot with what you use on your phone when you're not using your laptop with your hotspot. When your hotspot's not connected, they're not supposed to take data off of it. But they do. They just lump everything into one pile, and then they take your data, regardless of whether you're using your hotspot or not. I found that out. Having a hotspot account can be one of the most expensive deals they do with you. And I had the most expensive account. And I had that for a few months. And I eventually compiled the data which proves that they don't care about their terms and conditions. That when you get a hotspot, anytime you use your phone, whether you're using your hotspot or not, they calculate that the data you're using is coming off your hotspot. Now, as we have seen, their terms and conditions call for when you run out of high-speed data, you are only supposed to be throttled back to 128 kilobytes per second. These people are giving me less than half of a kilobyte today. That is this kind of service you will get from AT&T and Cricket. Cricket is an AT&T subsidiary. That means Cricket is a deep pocket defendant. Once again, my email address is jjsweetflags@yahoo.com. That's jjsweetflags@yahoo.com. We are ready to enroll you into an entirely free program which will enable you to augment your income sufficiently, because these people have to pay you if they're cheating you. And I suspect that they are. There's 1,500 other people who know that they're cheating them, and they're waiting right now for me to get some more people, because I want to bring as many people into this class action lawsuit as I can. I want it to make major news. It should. Because I have found across the board that these cell phone companies, which include T-Mobile, iWireless, Sprint, Verizon, etc., do this same kind of crap to everybody. This is Dmitry Ivanovich with the naked truth. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if this code works. All right, but I can't. I don't have any power. I can't get any power, Captain. Oh, it turned on. Well, as long as I got it plugged into the wall. Now we'll have to wait for my phone to boot up. Okay, now I got to do the second step. Okay, now my Android is starting, and I got to punch the code in another time. So this will take another minute. Well, while we're waiting, let's just suppose you don't know what's going on and you've never heard my voice before and you've never seen me. And you're looking for a cell phone company. And you come across Cricket. And they tell you right off the bat, you can bring your own phone. No, you cannot. They will not let you use your own phone. For instance, as I said, I was using a hotspot. I don't use a hotspot with these people anymore because they take the data off of your hotspot account that you're just using when you're making a telephone call. We're not even talking about texting. We're talking about telephone call. Because this is all data now. This isn't the same kind of AM signal that that old cell phones used to have. Okay? This is data. It's different. Anyway, I got a phone. I called up Cricket. They told me I could bring my own phone. I had a very good phone, and I used it for in conjunction with my laptop and the hotspot thing that was already in my phone for 3 weeks. During that 3 weeks, I came across a case of a person that I was supposed to help with a social services issue. And at the time that I needed to use my hotspot to get into the system to deal with this man's problem, they cut off my hotspot and told me that I couldn't use my hotspot because I didn't buy my phone from them. You cannot use your own phone. They are going to make it so that they will sell you a phone. This is the second phone that I have gotten from Cricket. I have reason to believe that it is defective too. However, I just want to tell you guys, and this applies to Cricket or T-Mobile or any other cell phone company that you're dealing with, because I've dealt with them all. If your phone's defective and you send it back, they take your phone and they put it back in their warehouse and they give it to someone else who pays for it. They dispense the phones they know that are defective. Now I have called up Samsung, LG, and ZTE, and all of these companies are vehemently opposed to those phones being resold to other customers because you can't fix a cell phone. It's all sealed. It cannot be fixed. When they break down, you have to shred them. And I've talked to 3 major cell phone company distributors: LG, Samsung, ZTE, and Alcatel. Once those phones are made and they're stamped together, that's the last time anybody's going to see the inside of them. You can't fix them. But even if you could, even if they could, the phone company, the distributor, the Samsung, LG, whoever the phone came from, they don't want that phone sold. And if the phone can be fixed, why don't they send it back to the factory to fix it before they give it to somebody else? Because it can't be fixed. It came out of the factory defective. There's no way it can be fixed. It's sealed. It would cost them in labor, man hours, way more money than it would cost them to just send you another phone. But these cell phone companies, they cheat people coming and going. But I have found that in the cases of these broken cell phones, they cheat you 3 times because they'll sell you a phone that's supposed to be new. But if you question about it, if you're persistent enough, they'll finally admit to you, well, that phone was, you don't, and you know, I've received 3 phones that I've been told had a guarantee when I bought them. But after the investigation is made and they find out that it's a reused cell phone, they don't guarantee it anymore. And they only tell you that when they're ready to admit that they sold you a phone that they knew was already broken. This is Dmitry Ivanovich, and now we're going to find out the naked truth about this last and different code, which is supposed to correct the problem I'm having with my phone. So, let's go. Well, that worked. Now I'm supposed to get into my phone and punch in this code. **61 plus 181 338 233 46 25 and pound, and I punch it in. Connection problem or invalid MMI code. That's because I'm only getting half a kilobyte per second. That's why I'm suing them. JJSSWEETFLAGS@yahoo.com. There's a lot of money here. Help me spend it. Dmitry Ivanovich with the naked truth.